Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to another market update. This is quick update for today, Friday, January 17, 2025, 25th. It is 3:14 a.m. We are less than a period for to close the market. This is really a very peculiar situation here. We were talking yesterday. Well, I guess I posted on Discord that what we have seen here, what we may have seen here, some kind of maybe laggard selling happening yesterday. And when I say that, I was talking about this selling that was coming, early in the morning. We saw how this selling happened from this trend line basically here. There was some selling here coming from that. It was the tone of the day yesterday was to the upside. Well, it was a trade to the upside, buying deep, selling rallies, taking profits of rallies. Today was the same thing. I wasn't here for most part of the day, but I did some trades early in the morning, because what I saw here from yesterday, I remember this day here. I hope you remember this. This was very important here today. The context. You know, we have this distribution up here, and I'm going to expand. And we also did this. We expand this day and this one. And of course, the day was playing. Yesterday was playing, right? We have this double high here, maybe even three, and this one up here. This high was very questionable, even though it has excess. I'm not claiming that I knew what was going to happen, but there were good odds for something happening here, especially after the market took yesterday's low in the run-off period, right, and did not have continuation during the regular trading hours. As a matter of fact, as you can see, the market opened way above yesterday's range with a gap, and again signaling the same thing, right? Well, this market is in a rebalancing process. Today looks more like short covering than any other day, and we have this. This happened around 8 a.m. Coming from the 50s, for one of the 50s. I guess this was what 50 is this? I think it's the current period 50s. Let me check it out. I'll show it to you, because the non-adjusted is. Oh, actually, this is it. Right? The non-adjusted 6,000. 6,000. It was 6,000 at the time. Yearly. Today it was a little bit less than 6,000. Right now, the current contract 50 moving 50 SMA is right where it is now, 60.37. Let me show you. Let me show this to you. Right here. I don't know what's happening. What's happening when my PC is very slow, man. Come on. 39.50. I mean 39.50. It's right here. So let's put this 50, 39.50 is right here. Okay. What about this one? What the heck is this one? This is the non-adjusted, or the adjusted. And why I do this? Because I have observed that there are different set of traders that are using different moving averages here. That's why they have 60.54 here, right here, right? This one here, and the other one 6.2. It was 96, now it's 6,002. All right, it's a bunch of You pick your poison, as I say, all right? 6-2. 6-2, yeah, 6-2, right there. And that's the, and this breakout came from the 6,000 here, coming kind of like around half back over here. This is a trade I took early in the morning during the pre-market again. I didn't hold it that much, too much here. You know, when the market started doing, especially when it has this, here it was obvious. This is short covering. What we are seeing here, right? Inventory is or was 100% long, or almost 100% long. Let me check. Settle, where is settle? 75.50. Settle was down here. Right? And last was the low. That was previous day low. That was the last price, 69.50 right here. Okay, that was the context for the day. And we have a gap here, a big gap. Rebalancing happened after that. The next thing we know, the next thing that happened, this is not unusual to see some rebalancing and then market continues going higher. If this was Thursday or Wednesday, I would expect another gap tomorrow, right? But we have a long weekend now. We have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday before the next session starts, which will be Tuesday, next week. And on top of that, Monday, we have the inauguration, right? Donald Trump will be sworn as a new president of the United States. And that, for me, that brings uncertainty to this market. All the chambers, all the powers are in hands on of one party. The Republican Party has the judiciary, just the House, has the Senate, has the executive, and markets certainly don't like. That's a situation that markets are not comfortable with, right? There's not a balance of power. There is no check of powers there, and markets don't like that. I wonder, and on top of that, we know how Donald Trump is. He may say anything crazy, and we may say something huge to the downside here or huge to the upside. Okay, those are the things that I'm not like expecting, but the odds of something like that happening are increasing now. Going short or long home over this long weekend, it is something that I don't know if somebody would like to be in that position. So I think everybody must be very good hedge here. Let me take this one. I don't expect much actually over the weekend. Right? If there is something there could be some rebalancing that might happen. And as we speak, let me check something. Let me show you something. Come on, man, really? This is super slow, man. Gosh, my computer is super slow. God. All right. Let me close this. And these are the options that I was trading early in the morning. I had a doctor appointment today. I had to leave around 11 that time. It didn't. And I closed when the market has this spike here, taking the overnight high. Kind of like at the highs here. I would like to have kept this position, but I just, it is what it is. You have to be. I guess I was lucky as well to have something there. in such a short period of time. After that, one time framing ending here, now in hindsight, I wasn't here during all these things. This looks like short covering here. Buying the dips here. Now this is very questionable, this low here. I'm going to label this, I'm going to put that very questionable there. This high is not good also. And of course this high is also, there's a questionable high. It has excess. We do have excess here. And the key for today were these two little distributions here. This one here and this one during the overnight. One thing that I question here, you know, this happening during the overnight. It would have been better. I mean, the way how this happened, it's something like this. The accumulation back and feeling is better than just having this thing. And you have this distribution. This is what I use to get my long here. You know, after the market couldn't take this little one here, and such a really, you know, when the market tried to close the gap and didn't take this low, this is when you have something here to the upside. I got this, for example, right? Now, look at what's happening here. This is the weekly. The weekly is back inside the range. It didn't take previous week high. This week here is a strong bar to the downside, you know, to do an outside bar to the upside. And this high has to be around 60, maybe 60, 70, somewhere around here, right? Yeah, above this high here. Can it happen? Who knows? We still have 30 more minutes here. And not just that, but close above that reference as well. Okay, what else? I'm going to close this or remove this drawing. Have this trend line. Oh, the other thing here, as once this market has taken this range low out here, we have excess here. This is something that we were thinking, right, during this day. Is this excess in the lower side? Could be, right? And the next thing comes back into this range and may target first this high and then this high. Okay, I can say or speculate that this could be the high of this range. There's a bigger range here, you know, all of this from here all the way down to here, this area here. This can be a good range. Let's label. This is just for reference purposes, okay? So we can see here, okay, this is the range. All right. Come on, really? Super. I guess I don't know, maybe my kids have taken my computer, have used my computer when I wasn't here, which won't be the first time it happened. This is just so slow, man. This is dangerous too. Okay, when the market takes this low out, this really low, what the fuck? Really? Alright, we have excess here. First we have excess in the upper side. Now we have excess in the lower side. Coming back into the range, can target this one here. And this high here take us up, put us, you know, this high here, right here, which is the weekly inside bar high, which is this inside bar here. What happens in since we are short-term traders, we are more familiar with what happened in shortest time frame. This is the 5 minutes, for example. Breakouts, this is the 30 minutes. Breakouts are inside bars, outside bars, volume being accumulated at the high of the range of the day, at the low of the range, at the middle, multiple distribution, all those things. All those things happen in bigger time frames as well, right? And why I say that? Why I say that? Because that's what that can be something that can happen here, right? If this high is taken, but this one is not, what we will have is something like this, for example, right? Now we have 1, 2, 3 highs here, maybe a fourth one next week. And what do you have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Just enough excess there to call it excess, technically, no? Which is good. That's not something bad. And the market can do something from that level. But still, there are still lots of stops in this area. Yeah, this is not enough upside. This is not enough excess to take out all those stops. Right? There's no rejection, the higher prices. This is very calculated, meticulous trading that's happening up here. Right? It doesn't mean it's not going to hold. Right? If you have one point of view, I can also say it doesn't mean it's going to hold. It can be odds are not that, odds are very balanced at that on those areas. Right? I cannot know. Right? It will be something really nice to have something like how to call this, uneven. What's the name? Asymmetric opportunities, right? That will be. I haven't seen one of those in a while, but this one is not, right? We may argue that the stop here could be a couple of handles, but what the market can have out of that is uncertain. Right? It can stop very well down here. They just take this one. It's not that much really. A couple of handles, maybe two handles here versus how much? 10 to the downside, something like that, right? But an asymmetric opportunity is a really small risk, but good potential in the movement, right? Risking maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, but with the potential to win, the potential to do 50, for example, right? 50, 60, something like that. The days to the upside, this is a really bad idea to go to do anything. It's very late in the session. We have something here still that may happen. Bringing the market all the way up to here will require a squeeze, a short squeeze here. How that is possible, especially now that the market, how good the odds of something like that are to happen, since we have this low at halfback. I don't think those are that good. Also, this high is not good, that's in the opposite direction. This is not good, 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 Very mechanical trading going on here. This is just trading from my point of view. I am taking one day at a time. We have earnings next week. I don't know if Netflix has earnings on Tuesday or Wednesday, but I expect some volatility there. Right, once we have this, the expectations are high for those for big tech as well. Banks have a really good earning. Banks are cashing on that. Volume today started very good, relatively good, better than yesterday. But as the day developed, volume has been decreasing. It's not that good anymore. Actually, it's lower, maybe 3% lower. Not that much. I question this movement. Breakouts or getting the market out of balance. Usually, it's not the job of short-term traders. If if short-term traders, if I see short-term traders doing that, I I don't give too much certainty that that's going to hold. A rebalance can happen any time. I got to be very careful there. Also, and that's another thing. The confidence that this market had in the movement. Oh, these were my levels that I was checking. I was using to trade. The confidence wasn't high. There was a market without confidence. Notice also, this low here is just one piece of information, right? But it made me question my long here. I was, because I was almost wishing the market, come on, check this one before having anything here. If this was checked here, maybe I would have even stayed here. Having this in the low, now having this on, and by the way, I need to label this. All of this movement, all of this movement has been started, right? Where it came from, right? Very mechanical level here, and this one as well. Also from here, from this overlay, something that I'm going to carry here is these ones here. Let me call it. I'm going to call it 2 white from sell. Okay. It came back twice, right? You may have this, maybe not, right? But you have this one coming from exactly at the same level, and both from basically what is side off here. This is short-term trading here. Right? This is short-term trading. Got to be very careful with if I have any position here, to how I manage this, how I manage the trade here. Oh boy. I apologize for this noise. All right. We got less than 20, well, about 20 minutes to the end of the day to close the session. 23 minutes actually. Let me know if you have any comments there. I was saying that these options here, I think I still have the potential to go to maybe 4 here. But that's something I wouldn't take now. It's too late already. What are you doing here? High 60, 60. This is from Tuesday. Look at this. There was two distributions here, right? And this break actually closed this one. What this does actually also is moves value higher, but another important piece of information is, the distribution has been closed, and that rests some merit to what we have up here. Also, we have good volume here, man. Good volume here when this was happening here. Most of this 20. Oh, and today I used these blocks here. There was something pretty nice here. In A we have like 12, 15, something like that. No, not 10, 15, but 10,000, more than that, and in this area. And there was some pressure to the downside actually, 5 digits, 4 digits here, all them to the downside. And the market started to go lower. But you just don't feel it, man. I didn't feel that market was going to do serious damage to the downside. You just didn't have it. Let me request the data here. And it didn't have it. Volume rather dry in the lower side, right? And this, at the end, these big blocks that happened here, the big pressure, it was a trap. Because as soon as this area was taken, when the market was going higher, the pressure reverted to the upside here. Yeah. And that was the reason for why I decided to keep, not to close the trade when it started to work, and was bought from half back here. It's very mechanical trade. You got to be aware what kind of trade you are doing as well, what kind of market. If there was a market without confidence, I didn't expect much also. Right? Rotational market, I didn't know it was going to be a rotational at that time, but I also didn't like it. It just doesn't show confidence. It was a market without confidence. It was lacking confidence. I didn't have it. I just let it go. And the thing is, as soon as I let it go, was somewhere, I believe somewhere in here or up here. There was oh yeah. As soon as this high was taken, and okay, to a couple of ticks above, and after that the market just started to a small rotation here. Well, no rotation. We had a pullback here. That was bought again. But you can see, right? Very systematic trade, buying the dips, selling the rallies, buy the dips, selling the rallies in a market that's to the upside. The thing is, go ahead, right? Go ahead and buy here when this market dips here. It's very scary, but that's the mentality. The goal is to get to that point, right? Identify the market. Do we have a rotational? Do we have a trending market? Do we have an hybrid market? What kind of day we have? Is there confidence? Does the market has confidence? What are the odds? What kind of news may be in deck for that day? What's coming soon? What's coming next day? Even the week, or sometimes even the week after, might be the relevance. The bond market was not an issue today. Let me show you what the bond market has here. There's a day to the upside, rebalancing here going on. Gold is challenging this high. It might give us a new high soon. Dollar remains strong. Crude is rebalancing. High dollar prices on crude are not good. It makes everything expensive. Just check it out. How much time these are taking, man. And short covering, right? Short cover, long liquidation here, short covering, back to back short covering days in the bond market. But this one is having, you can see it's having upside extension now. Not like this. Look at this. It does it. This is a truncated low here. Seems like a market got just too short there, and it needed some relief there. Okay, I don't have much else to say here. I will be calling it a day. I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe, my friends. See you next week. Enjoy your long weekend. Bye bye.